Yo, boys and girls, it's your boy Diversity back with another video for the YouTube channel. I hope you're all having a great day, wherever you are, or whenever you watch this. Hope you're having an amazing day. But before we get any further into this video, I have to apologise. There has been a lack of activity on this YouTube channel lately, and it's down to me, really. I got a new job outside of YouTube. I've been trying to give that my full attention, my full focus, and I've been kind of forgetting about YouTube almost. And I just realised recently, damn, I best get back into the train. There's other YouTubers catching up, going forward. I best get back into this. But no, boys and girls, we are back today. Like I said, hope you're all having a great day, wherever you are. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff down below. But no, we are bringing back a video we did roughly this time last year. It's the Southend in or out for the end of the season. And considering what happened right now at the end of this season, yeah, this might be a fun video. But like I say always, make sure you leave your comments down below if you disagree with any of my picks here, or if your favourite player is not in this video right now. Don't worry, there might be another one coming out soon with a bit more context, a bit more detail, and more players. But anyway, let's get straight into the video today. So, as you can see, boys and girls, I am now placed myself in the top corner of the screen. I hope you can still see me all very well up here. Hello. But no, as you can see here, we are on the Southend 2021 tier list maker made by yours truly. But as you can see on the screen here, there are 3 tiers up there. Your beauty, please, and get in the bin. For any brief explanation, your beauty is a player who's going to stay here next season. I want them to stay. I hope they stay. Or just, yeah, please be here next season. As you can see, there's already a few players in there whose contracts do run through the next season who I'm imagining we're going to keep at all costs, and yeah, I hope we bloody do. In the middle with Pliz is a player I'd like to keep but feel they might be drawn away to other league clubs, and at the bottom is get in the bin, and as we can all know by that one, nice and simple, we don't want you here. So, as you can see already, 4 players in the Your Beauty part in Louis Walsh, Harry Phillips, Sim Akinola and Fergie, because their contracts run through to next season, and I'm pretty sure we're going to keep all of them just for the bodies, but let's get started into some of these players down at the bottom. You can see a whole range of players for Southend this season, and ooh, I don't know who to start with here. Let's start with, let's say, a tricky one. Let's go for Emil Aqua here. First lineup, I'm going to just, you know what, get in the bin. I'm really sorry, Emil. What was it? Last season you went out on loan, I think it was to a non-league club. You came back, you were given a professional deal at the beginning of this season. I really have given my own support towards you. I've stuck by it. But it's just a lot of fans are not his greatest fan, let's be fair here. Lots of fans think he's lazy, doesn't work much, he's like a donkey on the field. I'm using that quote from certain people on Twitter. But no, I just feel League 2, yeah, he wasn't too great. Nationally, could he pull it off? Not really, I don't think. So he's going to be the first person to be in the bin. Next up, Tommy Clifford. You're going into the Pliz file. I'll be honest here, he has a 1-year extension on his deal already, which I'm pretty sure will exercise before the season starts, well, the next season starts, but he could easily be drawn away. He's the top goal scorer, well, joint top goal scorer for the club this season. He's got an absolute peg of a left for beautiful set pieces, you know. He could easily be drawn away. I hope he bloody stays. I hope we just excise the 1-year deal, at least to keep him for another season. He could be an absolute beauty for us in the National League. But hey, like I say, the National League isn't a great league or very attractive for many players. On to a new one then, Harry Kripianu. You're going in, you beauty. I feel he's been overlooked for now for a couple of seasons. He's always been that like backup or that reserve if we get a couple injuries kind of defender. I feel this season coming up, he can break into this first team so well here. He's got the chance to secure a first team 11, whether it be alongside like John Wyatt or any other centre-backs we might keep, or maybe sign some. I feel this is his time. He's worked with Phil Brown before, and I'm imagining if Brown does stay, you know, he knows Crip knows him. It's got to be a match made in heaven. Surely he's got to start, and he can play across the whole back line, for God's sake. He can play left-back, centre-back, even at right-back sometimes, you know. So he's got to be a very useful player for us next season. I've got to say, we must keep him. Terrell Egbury. Get in there, you beauty. I'm not his biggest fan, as a lot of you have known. When we were allowed to watch football when I was back in League 1, God, that was long ago, I wasn't his best fan. But as time has gone on, and especially over this season, just watching him play, you can see the difference. I'm sorry, when he is charging at fullbacks, bloody hell, fullbacks back off and make sure to stop him getting through. Phil Brown's a big fan of him. I can easily see him staying if Brown and especially the club want to keep him, but I'm sure I'd bloody love to see him stay for next season. Sean Hobson. Before I put him in this is probably going to annoy a lot of you, but yeah, in the bin. In the bin. This is not me saying I don't want him to come back, because he's only on loan, let's not forget. He's only on loan, but I don't think he will come back, is the thing. He could arguably be going... In fact, no, do you know what? I'm going to move it. He's going to go into Pliz, because that would be more sense. I want him to come back, but he's such a good centre-back, I'm sorry. He could be League 1 quality at least, or even a top League 2 team. I'm sorry. I can't see him personally coming back or wanting to sign for us, especially now, like I said, we're in the National League. Yes, he's been in the National League before with Weymouth and under Mark Mosley, but that was Mosley. Mosley knew him. Phil Brown, it's a bit tricky. He hasn't really started under Brown. It's been more Tyler Corner, which brings me swiftly on to Tyler Corner, wherever he is in here. There he is. Again, he's really good for National League standards. He could be a top League 2 or even a League 1 defender at this rate. You know, Scunthorpe fans were saying when he signed for us, he's lazy, useless, can't kick a ball to save his life. He's been bloody brilliant for us. I cannot argue against that. He's been an amazing defender. I bloody hope him and Hobson come out next season. That could be a real dream partnership. And John White could even be on there with them or as a backup or whatever. But no, those two, both young, both got great careers out of them. If even one of them came back, I'd be bloody thrilled. Speaking of John White, you best know, I have to try and find him again, sorry about this, there he is. You best know he's going in, your beauty. He is Mr. Southend, he's a leader, a voice in the change room. He's been with us for so long now, seen us through promotions, relegations, mid-tables. He has got to stay. I'm sorry, he's only had one bad game this season. It was against Colchester, for God's sake. I will not mind if he's here next season at all. Jacob Mellis in the bin. Sorry, he came from Gillingham, but we've seen him play a couple times this season, and he's been injured yet again. He's another, I'd say, like he's a Luke Hyam 2.0. He's just on the wage bill. Have we seen much of him? No. Does he seem like much to me? No. For all knows, he could stay and be an absolute gem next season for us. But at this current time, I'm sorry, I can't see it happening. Mellis, my apologies, you're in the bin. Speaking of that, Oxley. You best know where you're going, mate. In the bin. Mark Oxley, you were so good when you first signed for us. You were like player of the season, I believe you were in your first season. You came to us, you were player of the season. And ever since then, it's just gone downhill. I'm sorry to say. You know, you don't look confident in the net. There's been too many errors this season. And I'm personally thinking there's a better goalkeeper than you. So sorry, in the bin. And plus, I don't think you'll want to play in National League. But that other goalkeeper, Mr. Seedon, it is your time, son. You beauty. You're making number 1 next season. I swear, you have got to be the priority. You had a great game against Salford. You came on at half-time. I can't remember who. It might have been Salford for Alex Bass, who was in on an emergency lane. You've played a couple times this season. I'm sorry. You're taking that number 1 spot. Or maybe even we re-sign James Montgomery, for instance. But no, I'd like to see Seedon make number 1 next season. It's his time. He's been on the bench long enough. He's played with us for so long. It's his time. Come on, H. Let's go. Ricky Holmes. Another one in the Pliz file. Again, he's a top quality player. He's played with top quality sides. He's got a great ping on him. And under Phil Brown recently, he's been a gem for him. Can't see him staying though. Sorry. Too good a player. Too good for National League, you know. Sorry, Ricky. I'd love you to stay, but I don't feel you will. Harry Lennon. Harry Lennon. It's your time as well, son, to get in the bin. Too many injuries. If there's even one more injury on that bloody leg of yours, that could be your career done. I feel we've stuck by it long enough. When you play on your day, you're an absolute beast of a centre-back. But injuries have cost you, and I feel one more injury and that's it, career's done. I don't want to risk that personally. So you are in the get in the bin pile. Elvis Buono. Into the middle you go, my son, in the Pliz file. I think we can all say he's not had his best season compared to where we've seen him in previous seasons, but I feel... yeah, I'd like to keep him, especially after the Barrow game where he said he came out, he apologised on behalf of the team. You know, that got a bit to me. I feel, I might want you to stay now. Originally, I was thinking, no, maybe we should just look for a new right back. But no, do you know, after that, I felt a bit touched by his plea and all that. So he goes into the Pliz felt. I'd like to keep him. He's come through the youth. Bloody hell, Elvis, stay. Could get us back up. Ollie Inca... straight up, he's not coming back. I'm sorry. From Arsenal, been a brilliant player for us all season. Great playmaker, scored a couple goals. Can't see him coming back. Straight into the bin pile. Alan McCormack, another one in the bin. Macca, when you were first with us, you were an absolute beast. Now, you're still good, but you love the yellow card or two. Love getting in the ref's face. You're a good vocal leader on the pitch, but it's just not been as good the second time round. I'm sorry to say. You're 36 years of age. Maybe I'd like to see you as a coaching role. That's another option I was thinking of. Maybe like a backroom staff member or something like that, working with Southend. I'd like to see you still at the club, but not as a player. Unfortunately, Alan, I'm so sorry. Brandon Goodship, third one in a row, in the bin. Goodship. You were signed a brilliant goal-scoring record, and you just not lived up to it. I'm just keeping these ones nice and short and sweet because that's all you can say about it. Goodship, not a great scoring record. You keep dropping so bloody deep when you're a striker. You drop to like a midfielder's position or out wide almost. I know you've not had the greatest of managers treat you well, but no, I just feel Goodship he's such a good player, and I think he's just at the wrong club to propel himself further. So Goodship, my apologies, you are out. Timmy Dieng into the Plisfeld. We've not had one in your beauty for like bloody ages now. Timmy Dieng though, love him to stay again. Lots of these players are all depending on would they stay. I'd love him to stay in all honesty. He can play all over the bloody spine. He can play in the centre back, in the midfield. And he's even played up bloody front this season. You know what? He scored against Colchester in December and gave the CR7, or as we like to call it, the TD8 celebration. But no, Timmy Dieng, I'd love you to stay. I'd be so tempted to move you up to U Beauty, but again, National League beckons, and I can't see you wanting to stay in all honesty. Let's change it up then. Lewis Gard, your beauty. Get in the your beauty pile. Lewis Gard has not been seen for most of this season. He started off the season in the 4-0 loss to Harrogate, and ever since then, injured all season long. He had it the season before he was injured, similar to the Nathan Ralph story, which I'm going to come on to very shortly. But I feel Gard, being young, a young prospect in the midfield, almost like a Ryan Leonard kind of esque. I'd love him to stay. I'd love him to be in that midfield and perform really well. Plus, we need all the bodies we can get. Lewis Gard, your beauty. You're staying for next season. On to Nathan Ralph. Opposite end of the scale for you, my friend. Get in the bin. Ralph, on your day, you're a great bloody fullback, similar to Harry Lennon again. Just injuries again. 2 seasons in a row now. Injured all season. Well, not all season long, sorry. Been injured for a good portion of the season. You scored against Crawley. Quite a brilliant goal, which set me off. I've got to say, I'll leave that video up here. Go find that goal. It set me off really well. But no, Nathan Ralph, sorry, signed. You did quite well, but I don't feel it's your time anymore. In the bin you go. So, Matty Rush, beauty, get in there. Him and Akinola next season, I swear, are tearing up the National League. Rush is already, recent games, he's been given more of a chance under Craig Fagan and Ricky Duncan, suggesting to Brown to put him on the bench. He's come on, he's scored goals. He's just been a little beauty, I'm sorry. He gave us hope for this last part of the season. I like that in a player. He's young, energetic, quick. I've got to say, we've got to keep him. Him and Akinola up top could do some serious damage where we've been missing for most of the season here. Speaking of missing for most of the season, Greg Halford, my friend. Goodbye, Greggy. You are in the bin. Greg's is going to leave the building, I feel. An experienced player all over the field. He can play all over, similar to Timmy Dieng. I just feel he hasn't lived up to the standards I think we all hoped. The former Nottingham Forest, I think it was Brentford. There's plenty of other good clubs in there. Maybe Hull or 2. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. But Halford, don't feel it's you, mate. You came in as a big lump. You scored on your debut, to be fair. That is good credit I'm going to give to you. But apart from that, not much else. You got sent off, I think it was twice since you've been here. And yeah, you don't offer us much. Sam Hart. Gotta say, it's a bit arguable, this one. I had to think about this one long and hard in the get in the bin or the Pliz file. He is quite an extraordinary left back. The first time he came to us on loan from Blackburn, absolutely magical. On the final day, we want you to stay. We all sang that song for him and Taylor Moore. We got Hart back. We were all buzzing. The second time round, I don't feel he's really lived up to that expectation. But saying that, it's not been a great season for the whole squad, so I can't just individually pick him out. But no, I hope he stays, to be honest. It'd be either a good replacement for Clifford if he doesn't stay, or even a good rotational player. And he can play left mid. He's got a belt of a cross on him. I like him to stay. I hope he bloody does. I want him to be almost like a John White, Mr. Bleed Blue. Down to the final 2 then. 2 controversial ones at the most, ANG and Jason Demetriou. We'll start with ANG. This was a tear-up between U Beauty and Pliz. He is signed, he does have a contract until next season, which lent me there, but then at the same time, I'm going to put him in Pliz. Just because I feel, again, National League, he's such a tricky winger to play against. His playmaking skills are unbelievable. Yes, okay, he does have a little lapse in concentration. I think we can all agree when he's in front of the goal, whether to shoot or pass it off. He can't decide, and then it normally ends up coming back the other way and going in our own net. But still, he's a good player, great all-round quality. Will he stay is arguable. If someone puts in an offer for him, will we sell him? Because obviously he's got a contract till next season. It will bring us in cash. Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell on him. I'd like him to stay, like I just said, but yeah, if the money comes offering, will we stay? I don't know. Last one then, Jason Demetriou. Arguably the most controversial one of this whole lot here. Where do we want you, Jason? There's been a lot of fans, I have to say, including during the season, I've said get the hell out of this club. But I'm going to put you in Pliz. Just for the sheer fact, when the protest happened at Roots Hall, we all thought, when the protest happened at Roots Hall, he came out with Alan McCormack, he talked to the fans, calmed them down. One accused him saying, oh, you're not going to be here next season, mate. You're just going to go. But, I kind of like that in him. He kind of said, you don't know that, mate. It makes me want to believe that he'll stay. But please, for the love of God, if he says, play at right back, not centre mid or CDM or cam or winger or anything like that, right back. Please, thank you, love you. That is going to conclude the video, boys and girls. That is probably the most pent-up frustration of a Southend season you're going to see right here. If you disagree with any of my picks, you're all entitled to your own opinion. Leave them down in the comments, or if you're looking at this from Twitter, fan forums, Instagram, wherever you're from, leave a comment saying, you know what, I think we should keep Oxley, or Hobson will come back, or something like that. Leave me all your lovely comments down below. Like I said, apologies for me being away for a while, but I am back now. I'm going to be making videos, and there's going to be a special video coming up either later this week or probably maybe early next week. But anyway, hopefully you'll tune around for that. My name's been Diversity. We're on the big push to 400, 500 subs. Getting confused now. I'm going to wrap this up, and peace.